What's up, everybody? It's the Digital World Podcast. I'm about to show you a few clips, but folks, we're headed towards a time where you're going to see governments around the world implement price controls. And they're going to say we need to ration out, whether it be gas, whether it be food, etc. We need to ration it out, and we got to set price controls, right? And this is going to exacerbate the situation. When you implement price controls, then there's no competitive pricing. And what happens is that those corporations or whoever's making those products, well, I mean, they're not, their bottom line is probably being hurt. So why even keep making these products, right? And then the consumer's going to end up feeling it. And you're going to see shortages become rampant. And I think what's happening here with oil is that we're taking from our strategic reserves. The Biden administration is releasing 1 million barrels per day. And the U.S. uses approximately 19 million a day. It's won't even make an impact, really. And he's doing it for 180 days. If you do the math, that's 6 months. Where does 6 months take us to? October. That's heading into the coldest, or heading into the fall and winter seasons. I expect, and you should expect as well, your gas prices are going to go way up. Your energy bill is going to go way up. Folks, it's all a demolition job. It's all by design. You don't have to believe me, but come back 6 months from now and then we'll revisit this. And I know subscribers to this channel already know that. And new people who are coming in will either have some knowledge of this or will be hearing for the first time. And I know, like I said, my family and I collecting canned goods. Because it's going to get crazy. It's going to get crazy. And what's going to be important is going to be food, right? That's what's going to be important. And you're hearing mainstream media talk about it. And it's going to grow and grow. The narrative is going to grow.
The Germans, the Austrians, the Dutch, they're talking about plans to potentially ration oil and gas. Should we be preparing to do the same?
We should be making those plans, and the government should be preparing, not necessarily in public, for that situation. There's a lot of complacency in this country about the relative lower exposure to Russian gas that we have. But we should bear in mind, part of the supply that comes to this country from, for instance, Norway or from the liquefied natural gas that comes into the terminals in Wales, that is partly because Russian gas is fulfilling the demand in Central Europe.
So you can see rationing of energy supplies in this country?
I think what the government should announce is a plan which is not simply shopping from one authoritarian regime to the next for fossil fuels, but that long-term plan on renewables, on nuclear, on energy efficiency that would make the difference. But let's be clear, looking at the images coming out of Ukraine right now, okay. I don't think we should be talking about going back to business as usual, where we just buy large quantities of fossil fuels. So I think we've got to be aware of what has gone on here, and this is an incredibly serious.
Okay, and people will go along with that narrative. Now, here we see, this was a major news that came out today. But apparently the German retail chains are going to increase their food prices by 20 to 50% starting tomorrow. Folks, that's a lot. 20 to 50%. That's like saying every time you go to the grocery store, let's say you spend $200. That's going to become now, at the very most, $300. That, for some people, that's breaking their budget. You can't do it. And I think heading into these summer months, I think you're going to see, they're predicting massive droughts this summer in the U.S. and Canada. So that's going to exacerbate the food supply issue. Things are getting serious, folks. Prepare. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel. This is the Digital World Podcast, and I'll see you in the next episode.